I wanted to talk for a minute about what I do on Facebook. For those of you who may be new to what I'm saying and the things that I'm doing, and basically what it is that I think there's a certain way that things have to function. And if you've studied any type of the philosophical position of objectivism, is built on the idea of axioms. And an axiom is something that you must use as a principal part of thinking. And I'm just so grieved by what I see out there today and the way people think. And it seems like there's just such this ethos in the culture of anti-intellectualism, anti-mind, that it's not really considered a very noble thing to be a thinker and to take things seriously and take ideas and examine ideas and really take pains to learn what are the principles of proper thought. And I think people are really out there and they really want a solid intellectual ground to stand on. I think they want the world to make sense. As apologist Rabbi Zacharias said, life demands coherence. And so people want a framework of thinking from which they can build their lives and make sense out of the world they live in. And sadly, in our culture, that's being stripped away by skepticism. And skepticism is the view that whatever view you have is right for you and it's no more accurate or less accurate than anyone else's view, which is, of course, systemically contradictory. But most people believe it just because I don't think they've really thought it through that well. And I'll just give a little bit of an explanation really quick. Why is because if you say that anyone's opinion about the world isn't any less or more accurate than anyone else's, first of all, you're making an opinion yourself. That's your opinion, and for that opinion to be true, you think that that's a more accurate view than anyone else's, so it takes away your position. It makes your own statement false to say it. And so you can't really have that position anyways. It's my aim on Facebook not to be someone who is wordy and says all kinds of stuff, but to be someone who is committed to thinking things through. Someone who's committed to having reasons for what he believes, that he thinks is better than the other reasons that he's hearing. You see, I'm not this dogmatic person who says the Bible believes it, or the Bible says it, I believe it, that settles it. I could say that, but that's not helpful for those who are considering the Bible. So I take the position of, I can know something is true without being able to explain it that well, but I can never expect you to agree with me unless I have good reasons that I can give to you for why you should agree with me. And if you say something on a thread or a post, and I ask you a question about it, that's all it is. I'm not there to try to prove you wrong or anything. I'm there because you're making a statement, and I want to know if that's something that I should believe. And so I'm going to ask you for reasons, and then I'm going to examine your reasons on the basis of pretty much 2 or 3 laws. First of all is logic. Second of all is coherence. And third of all is the law of non-contradiction. And if it stands up to those tests, then I'm going to evaluate it on the basis of actual factual content. Does it have any evidence to back it up? Why do you believe it? What basis in reality are you forming this view from? And if it stands up to those tests, I'm going to agree to it, because obviously it's the most accurate explanation and that best fits the evidence, and that's what we're looking for. So that's what I try to come across as a thinker. Not so much as someone who's just out there to foist his worldview on someone else and ignore everybody else who has a differing opinion or idea. I'm in here to think. I'm in here to hear what you have to say and to consider it. And I just hope that that's why you're here too. That's why you're writing on my posts, is you want to hear what I have to say and consider it as well. And I think that's perfectly fair. And if you have a good point, I think that's wonderful. And I love it when people think things through and have reasons for what they believe. So continue to post on anything you'd like, and just know that if I ask for a reason, that's why, because I'm not quite sure how it fits together. And thanks a lot for all of your involvement in everything that's going on.